Before we start, please support our channel by subscribing, and click the bell icon for future notifications. Now, let's start. Today we're gonna tell you the storyline of the movie Yipman 3, from the year 2015. The movie begins in Hong Kong in 1959. One morning, Yipman was visited by a young teenager, who turns out to be Bruce Lee. He came to claim Yipman promised to teach him Wing Chun, back when he was a little kid. Then Yipman throws cigarettes at Bruce Lee to test his agility. Yipman says he performs decently. Then Yipman got up, and opened his door. Bruce Lee shocked, and disappointed at Yipman's reaction. But he accepts it and walks out. On the other side, seen two little kids fighting at a school front. They were Xiong and Chung Fong. Soon after, their teacher, Miss Wang, came to separate them. At the office, Xiong was treated by his mother, Wing Sing. And the teacher treated Chung Fong. Soon after, Yipman arrived at the school, after knowing about the occurrence. Then Yipman takes Chung Fong to his place for dinner, because he knows that Chung Fong's father usually picks him up late, due to his job as rickshaw puller. At night, after dinner, Chung Tin-chi showed up at Yipman's front door, to pick up his son. The next day, Chung Tin-chi was fighting in an illegal fighting arena. Soon after, Frank, who is played by Mike Tyson, arrived at the arena with his family. Not long after, Sung the manager, approaches Frank and talks about some business. There Frank urges Sung to finish up the school. Which school? Just keep watching. On the other hand, Yipman was visiting Master Tim restaurant. When they were about to do a group photo, apparently there was a call for Yipman from his wife. Yipman picked it up, to the fact that his wife has been waiting for him at a dance class, for more than an hour. There he realizes that he forgot his own word to his wife, which irritates his wife. Soon when Yipman was waiting for his son, he met Chung Tin-chi. They had some chat, and from here we knew that they were actually students from the same Wing Chun master. Then Chung Tin-chi invited Yipman to a friendly match in the future. Yipman awkwardly agreed to the invitation. When Yipman and his son were about to go home from school, they passed by Sung. Yipman drew suspicions towards them. Arriving at the school office, Sung and his men intimidate the teachers, and scare them. There, Sung was about to buy the school for real estate needs. But the headmaster refuses. It results in Sung's coercion. He kinda torture the headmaster. Which then suddenly, Yipman stopped him and attacks them. Then Yipman called the police on them. At night at his office, battered Sung ordered his men to lock up the school immediately. And because of that, the next morning, a lot of parents and their children crowded waiting outside the chain school gate. Miss Wang reported it to Yipman as soon as he arrived at the school front. Then of course, Yipman helped them, and ordered his students to unchain the gate. But there were Sung's men watching from afar, who went away right after their existence was noticed by Yipman. For fear of being visited again by those thugs, Yipman then decided to guard the school with his students until night. Truly, Sung's men suddenly appeared, and attacked Yipman. There Yipman manages to defeat them, neatly, and calmly. On the other side, the thugs managed to kidnap the headmaster, and flee away. Passing by, and seeing the kidnapping, Chung Tin-chi then attacked the thugs, and freed the headmaster. He then about to go away, but stopped and thanked by Yipman. He then complimented Yipman back, and went away. One day, when doing some housework, Wing Sing felt pain down in her stomach. Then she decided to go to the herb shop, for some medicine. On the other side, Yipman was approached by Master Din, while guarding the school. He regrets Sung's action, his former student. Then he takes Yipman to Sung's place to rebuke him. When they meet, Master Tin expresses his anger and slaps Sung. He can't accept it, and about to stab his ex-master. Fortunately, Yipman manages to disarm Sung. But then, Sung's men surrounded them. But at the peak moment, Fatso appeared, and threatened Sung with a gun. After that incident, three of them discuss the school case. Yipman urges Fatso to take the decisive step about the case, given that he is a police officer. But he says he was unable to do so, because Frank, Sung's boss, bribed his boss. One morning, Wing Sing decided to check her condition to the doctor. She was then diagnosed with cancer. She was shocked, and went home feeling down. On the way home, she saw Yipman was flattered by some women around the school. On the other side, Chung Tin-chi was given a job from Sung to take down a kung fu master. And due to his financial condition, he takes the job. When he arrived at the spot, it turns out that he was requested to take down Master Tin. Master Tin fights him back. But unfortunately, Chung Tin-chi managed to break Master Tin's hand and defeat him. On the other hand, when Yipman was about to guard the school again, his wife asked about his presence in their home. Then he tried to calm her. When she was about to tell him about her cancer, he suddenly got a call about Master Tin from the hospital. He then rushes to the hospital. Meanwhile, Sung went to the school and kidnapped the students with no hitch. He wanted the school to bring their headmaster to his place for him to release the children. After his visit to the hospital, Yipman planned to go to the school, but stopped by Miss Wang midway, telling him that the students including his son were kidnapped by Sung. So Yipman immediately went to Sung's place, with a bamboo in his hand. There he saw Yipxing crying. Then he tried to calm his son. Knowing that the boy is Yipman's son, Sung then take him as hostage. He then asks Yipman to kneel and beg for his son. Yipman has no choice, he then kneels and begs Sung to release his son. At the same time, Chung Tin-chi appeared to pick up his son. Sung released him pretty easily, and they went home. Then Sung ordered his men to attack Yipman, and he fought them. Meanwhile, it turns out, Chung Tin-chi comes back and fights Sung to free the children. Then Sung takes Yipxing and escapes. But he managed to break loose by biting Sung's arm. He ran, followed by his father. Not long after, the police force appeared and secured the scene. And Sung escaped. There were also some reporters taking pictures of the occurrence. Arriving home, Wing Sing cried and hugged her son. She also angrily slapped Yipman. He then hugs her and apologizes. At this moment, Wing Sing confesses about her condition to her husband. The next day, they went to the hospital. There they got info about how severe the cancer already was. And the doctor said, she only has approximately 6 months left. With that, they then undergo their days with uneasy feelings inside. Soon after, Frank was visited by the police chief, saying that he no longer can support Frank, because the kidnapping on the other day was way over the line. Frank then came to Sung, who was training with a Muay Thai fighter downstairs. Frank got mad, and angrily punched Sung's handpad, and flew Sung away. Sung said it was all Yipman's fault. Then Frank ordered the Muay Thai guy to find and kill Yipman. On the other hand, Yipman was seen entering the lift after taking his wife for her medication. But suddenly, the Muay Thai guy held the lift door, and entered the lift with them. And without further ado he attacked Yipman. Yipman handled him carefully, since his wife is also there with him. Then Yipman take him outside the lift. They fought while running down the stairs. Yipman manages to defeat the guy. He then goes to his wife, she seems relieved. They then go home holding each other's hand. Soon after, Fatso said that the condition is finally under control. But Frank said that he wants to meet Yipman. Yipman then goes to Frank's place. There Frank challenges Yipman to a boxing match. He said if Yipman could last for 3 minutes, Frank promised not to mess with the school anymore. Then the fight begins. Yipman looks so overwhelmed by Frank's power. Even so, Yipman managed to fight him off equally with his 1,000 blows. The fight is heated. But the 3 minutes ended at the perfect time. Right before Yipman loses his jaw. And Frank? His future. Finally Yipman goes away. On the other hand, Chung Tin-chi rented a hall for him to open his Wing Chun Academy. The landlord feels excited about it, since she's a fan of Yipman. She then shows him a newspaper, with Yipman news on it. One day at a restaurant, Chung Tin-chi met a news reporter, and requested him to write about Wing Chun and him in the newspaper. But he refused, he doubted Chung Tin-chi's ability. Seeing a Kung Fu master's arrival, he then challenged the Kung Fu master. The reporters took pictures of the occurrence. Chung Tin-chi then easily defeated the Kung Fu master. And he got featured in the newspaper as a result, and got fame. He defeated a lot of Kung Fu masters. Until he officially challenged Yipman for a fight. There he said, that Yipman's Wing Chun is unoriginal, and he doesn't deserve the Wing Chun master title. Yipman saw the challenge announcement in the newspaper, his wife also saw that. His wife glared at him. But he then ignores the announcement like it wasn't there, and chooses to be by her side all the time. One day, Yipman come to a dance studio to learn how to dance. Turns out, there was Bruce Lee as the dancing instructor. Bruce Lee agreed to teach him dance, but Yipman must also accept him as his Wing Chun student. Yipman then explained how he never rejected him as a student back then. Bruce Lee just misunderstood him. Bruce Lee smiled at him and began to teach Yipman to dance. Then the fight day has come. Chung Tin-chi and the Kung Fu masters were already there, waiting for Yipman. At the same time, Yipman was dancing happily with his wife. Because Yipman never came, the judges then declared Chung Tin-chi as the Wing Chun Supreme Master. In the middle of their dance, Wing Sing suddenly passed out. At the hospital, he learned that his wife's condition is getting worse and have to be hospitalized. He loyally stays alongside his wife. Until one day, Wing Sing wrote a letter and asked her son to deliver it to Chung Tin-chi. When Yipman fed her some porridge, she suddenly said that she really wanted to have a picture with Yipman. Yipman nodded to her request. After the photoshoot, Wing Sing asks Yipman to accept Chung Tin-chi's challenge, because she has set a new date for the fight. She also asks Yipman to train again, because she misses the wood noises he made when he trains. Finally, the fight night has come. Wing Sing accompanied him to the venue. And the Grand Wing Chun battle begins. The grand battle started with a staff battle. They managed to break each other's staff. Battle continues, with dual blades. It also ended in a draw. Lastly, they fight barehanded. It was such a fierce battle. Chung Tin-chi managed to corner Yipman and stroke his eye. But at the end, Yipman manages to counter him with a 1-inch punch. Chung Tin-chi has defeated and admitted it by breaking his Supreme Wing Chun Master wooden banner. Yipman then said, "The title is not a matter, what matters the most is the love from people around you." From here we know that Wing Sing, Yipman's wife, finally passed away due to her cancer. And the movie ends. What do you think of this movie? Don't forget to hit like and drop your thoughts on the comments section below. If you have any movie you want us to recap, please do tell us in the comment as well. And until next time.